हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू अनदर एपिसोड ऑफ पॉडकास्ट विद प्रणीत। सबसे पहले सभी को हैप्पी न्यू ईयर 2025। न्यू ईयर, न्यू एनर्जी। आई होप यू हैव न्यू रेजोल्यूशंस, न्यू एनर्जी, बिकॉज आई हैव, एंड आई एम स्टार्टिंग दिस न्यू ईयर विद अ वेरी स्पेशल guest. She is my first female guest, and I'm very, very, very excited to have her. She's an amazing dancer, choreographer. She has very artistic mind, artistic hobbies, and we'll get to know a lot about her in this conversation. I'm very thrilled, very excited, and very energetic to start this conversation with Miss Trishita Sen Gupta. Thank you so much for coming. How do you feel?
I am nervous and excited.
Yes, I sent you an invitation last year, and since then you you did not see that.
When you posted, I think Tanishki's podcast the first time, I saw it. I'm like, I want to be here, and I've been thinking about it. कि मुझे कोई बुला ले, मुझे बहुत कुछ बात करना है, and I've been saying it to all my friends since last year when I saw that. But I never received your message. Like it was not even in my message request. And then, like when we met up in December, that's when I was like, oh my god. I told everybody now. I went and told my sister. I'm like, I've been manifesting this and it happened.
I think I sent you उसी time पे, मतलब after Tanishke, I wanted to have a female guest, and first person was like you. I have friends who are doing your classes, so I came to Mumbai 2022. First camp I did was UDW, and you were the only female teacher there. Harshita Gautam was the surprise guest, and I took your class. You had this presence, energy. My first time doing class, I was very overwhelmed by your presence. Then I saw few of my friends there, and abhi jab main unse mila, I was like, yeah, I've seen these people. They were like amazing in your class. That time I did not understand your choreography. What is it about? या फिर what do I even call it? क्योंकि if I call it hip hop, तो मैंने सीखा था कि there is bounce rock, there is this timing 1 and 2 and there is this new style you have. So how do you come up with it, and what do you call it if you have to give it a name?
So funny that day. I met somebody who asked me the same question, like, why don't you name your style? And we went to Chat GPT and कि तब वहाँ पे सब डाला कि मैंने ये style सीखा है, तो उससे like whatever, like a compilation of that is what I do right now basically. And I did not like any of the names Chat GPT suggested.
What were they?
Some random, don't even ask. बहुत ही out there ऐसा lame सा लगा मुझे. And I feel like, and I know that for a fact that you cannot sell something unless you can name it. So that is also there. That's why I've been looking for a name, but I just feel like if I name it, I'll be constricted to that. Like I cannot evolve from that because I don't know how my movement will look like 2 years later. I don't know what I'll do 2 years later. So I don't want to constrain myself. But what I do right now is sort of like a compilation of all the things that I've learned in life, not just dance, any kind of, say, as a kid I've done karate, and I feel like that also shows up in my dance. Then I've done Bharatanatyam, I've done Kathak, I've done Ravindra Nitya, if you don't know what that is.
I don't know.
So Ravindranath Tagore, he's like the dances that are done on with his songs and his write-ups. That's Ravindra Nitya. There's like a whole test and everything for this style. Then after I moved here, I've done jazz, contemporary ballet, hip-hop, popping, everything. So all the things that I've done. And now while I started choreographing, and as I'm getting a better understanding of movement in general and in my body in general, everything is sort of like sitting well together and evolving from there. So I don't really know what to name it.
Nice. So when you were learning these styles, were you looking for your individual flavor already, या फिर उस टाइम पे you were just like, I have to learn this as it is, उसके बाद I'll think कि मैं उसको mix कर
I never thought of like any style, any individualism, personality. सब दिमाग में ही नहीं था तब. कौन कितना किसको पता था. It was just I love dancing, so I'm learning. I just wanted to become the best dancer. That's all I thought about. So any style that came to me, I just did it, learned it.
because abhi people are thinking
I
very
know, and that's the difference. It's like, I'm glad you asked me this question, because that's the first thing struck me. Because when I teach students right now, the young dancers, they are always so focused on, but मुझे तो ये करना है, मुझे ऐसा करना है, इसलिए मैं ये क्लास के लिए जा रही हूँ, मुझे वैसा करना है. I'm like, but how do you know? You are so young. How do you know what you want, who you are exactly? I have learned that over the years as I have grown up, and I'm still learning. I still can't put a pin to like, this is who I want to be, or this is how I want my dance to look. I can't put a, it's an ever evolving process.
but don't you think कि that journey जो अभी आपके start हो गई है उस time पे अगर करें तो people can be picky, like this is my body, this is the type of movement I want. फिर मैं 10 styles नहीं सीखता, maybe 5 सीख लेता.
I really don't believe at that age you know what your body and
Okay.
what you want, what you can do. I really
Okay.
don't believe it. Because you have to sort of experience life to even come to that understanding. If you are not experienced life, how do you know? How do you exactly know? Then you are making a decision based on your limited experience. Then there's no point. You are just going to have more and more experiences. Then suddenly you realize, but oh, I can do more. Oh, maybe I wasn't that, I'm this.
Yeah.
Because as you grow up, you're constantly learning and unlearning about yourself and everything. That I feel.
It's just a lot of people at the age of say 21, 22, after 23, they are on social media, they have their presence, कुछ वो कमा रहे हैं, they have fans. सब लोगों को लगता है कि I need to फटाफट मुझे अपना niche मिल जाए, अपना individuality मिल जाए, I can just excel on that.
Because that's what sells, right? Even on social media, the algorithm is, the more you put yourself in a box, the more you can go ahead. And even with people, I feel like as human beings, our minds are very small.
Yeah.
And like, just like you, me, both, like we can only understand this much.
Yeah.
When I see you doing more things, it's like my mind cannot grasp who are you, and that makes you uncomfortable when you don't understand what it is.
Definitely.
That, so it's, people always try to put everything in a box for their own understanding, but we are not a box. We are so much more. We can be this also, that also, this also, that also, everything. So I feel like that. And the young people that you're in their 20s and everything, that I also see when I scroll through, and I think like, भाई इनको पता है इनको क्या करना है. मैं तो अभी भी figure out कर रही हूँ 30 साल की उम्र में. But then I want to see what they do 10 years down the line. Because at this point, I don't know what I'll do in my 40s. And
Yeah.
that's the beauty of life. That.
So you learned all the classical dance forms in Calcutta,
Yeah.
and then you came here. How do you see the cultural difference, like in Calcutta and in Mumbai?
Oh, it was a culture shock for me when I moved here. First of all, there back in Calcutta, I have never had to speak in English or Hindi. Even though I studied in an English medium school, because it's Calcutta, everybody just speaks in Bengali. That. And like also, like I'm from more like the outskirts of Calcutta and not even the main city. When I moved here, it was so hard for me to see like different kind of people who speak a different language, speak in a different way, to even understand their undertones and everything.
Yeah.
It was a task. And then when I joined Danceworks, that was another culture shock for me. कि भाई ऐसा डांस होता है, लोग ऐसे बात करते हैं, लोग ऐसे चलते हैं, लोग ऐसे कपड़े पहनते हैं. It was like, it's very different here. And especially in Bombay, it's so multicultural. Like Bombay is called the melting pot of India, because you find all sorts of people from all over the world. That, it also opened my mind up so much.
And dance-wise, you think like training mindset? If I say like jazz contemporary or hip hop, are there any training grounds in Calcutta?
I'm not aware of.
Okay.
I've only done like the Indian classical things there. Like I wasn't aware, say right now, all these dances, Sambo, Roshan, Guru, Vezan, they all, Mekhola, they all come from Calcutta. But when I was in Calcutta, I did not even know them.
Yeah.
That was a complete different scene. They were in the freestyle underground choreo, whatever scene. I had no idea about this. I was just doing Bharatanatyam. That. When I moved here, when I was in dance works also, I did not know them, because that is again jazz, ballet, contemporary is a complete different scene. So I did not know about the street scene in Bombay at all. It's when I went to the States and came back and started exploring by myself, and also because by that time Instagram was also present, then I started knowing these people. Oh, there's a whole street scene. मुझे पता ही नहीं था battle होता है ये सब. So that.
Nice. How is it like meeting people from your state यहाँ पे?
I would like to meet more people from my hometown here. And like it's very different when you get to speak in your own mother tongue with somebody. It's a very different connection and everything, and I really like that and enjoy that. It feels a little bit like home, but I don't think I have been able to be close to anybody from my city.
Okay. So, what age you came here?
After my school, 12th, matlab, I was 18.
17, 18. Then you came to Mumbai. And यहाँ पे you did college. Like, came for college?
Yeah, I came for college. Not dancing.
Okay. And you finished your college. साथ में you dancing?
Yeah, I think in college, second year, I joined dance classes. That too because I was diagnosed with PCOD.
Okay.
So it's like a whole hormonal, very common thing that happens to women. And I gained like 10 kilos. And the only way to treat it is you have to maintain your weight. तो मैं जिम तो नहीं जाने वाली थी, तो मैंने डांस क्लास ज्वाइन कर लिया. एंड देन ऐसे ही हो गया. देन उन्होंने 1 महीना क्लास जारी थी ऐसे ट्वाइस अ वीक, एंड देन दे वर लाइक आई थिंक वी थिंक यू कैन डू मोर विद डांस, so we are going to offer you like a scholarship and like a probation that you have to train like 14 hours a day.
14 hours.
Yeah, my first 2 years of training was 14 hours a day without a single break, single day off, no days off.
That is in Dance Works? Okay. I have heard some things about Dance
Yeah,
Works, the rigorous training
Yeah.
and how they treat students.
Yeah.
What do you feel about that? Like, some people might say the teachers, of course, they are coming with an intention. They are saying कि this is mandatory. ये करना ही पड़ता है to train your body. And some people call it not treating your body right. How do you see it?
I see it from my personal experience. Yes, that training helped me a lot, but I also feel like I got a lot of injuries because of the way I train like a fucking monkey. Sorry. Like 14 hours a day is normal, and I understand the ideology of whoever is running the company ki like you are doing these kind of styles, like it'll only settle in your body, like log 3 saal se ye sab karte hain. So now you have to cover up those many years when you're starting when you're 19. But I feel like without doing 14 hours of training also, I could have been this person. I could have been this dancer. With more rest, probably I would have been better dancer. Probably I wouldn't have to deal with injuries that I've dealt with if I didn't do that kind of training and had ample amount of rest also. I didn't need to push like a mad person.
For that, you need, of course, the awareness, and second thing, to talk against whatever is happening, the system. And is it वही culture अब तक चला रहा है या फिर it has changed over the years?
There, I don't know. But I still think like even outside of dance work, so many teachers have that approach. कि नहीं करो ऐसे ही करके आगे बढ़ोगे. नहीं, I really believe, and this is something back then I did not know, but with experience I've learned as I've understood more bodies, and while training other bodies also I understand more bodies. And I feel like every body is different, and everybody has to find their own ways how it works for them. No one body can have the same kind of training. Maybe 14 hours of training will do wonders for you, but maybe 5 hours of training for me will do the same wonder for me. It really depends.
So isn't it the same individuality we were talking about थोड़े time पहले?
That you are saying about learning a certain style and this, that. I'm basically talking about physical health.
Yeah.
And physical capability. When you say styles and all, वो कितना अपने खुद के personalities है और experiences से आते हैं. So वो you have to go through ना, personality develop होता है with time,
Yeah.
experiences आते हैं with time. That they're two very different things.
Yeah. Okay, I see it. So you did your jazz contemporary there. Tab, what was your vision? कि what I'll become? A jazz dancer या ऐसा कुछ?
I always was interested in hip hop.
Okay.
So like तब तो newspapers में ads आते थे कि अच्छा ये dance class है जो भी है. I was looking for hip hop classes and I saw this one Danceworks का this thing. Their pictures looked like, oh, they're so street and everything. They used to call it street jazz, whatever they taught. I called them up and they were like, हाँ मतलब second level पे hip hop मिलेगा, full scam. Second level पे hip hop मिलेगा वैसा ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. And I ended up joining and I was a very introverted person. I needed my sister with me to even go there. So I convinced my sister, can you join these classes? So she was like, I'll only do jazz and ballet. I was like, okay, fine. Like, I'll also do jazz and ballet just because she wanted to do that. So both of us registered. But the first day we had our class, she got some shoot or something. She backed out completely. So that money, her money got transferred to my account. तो मुझे मैंने 3 महीने के लिए register किया था और 3 महीना उसका भी करना था मुझे. And that's how it happened. So I just had to make the wasool the money that I had put. And whatever, I had no other idea and I was just not comfortable exploring things on my own. That's all. So I ended up doing jazz and ballet and everything. But I always just wanted to do hip hop, like since a kid.
कितने साल के आपने ये jazz contemporary?
2 साल.
So 21. Like at the age 21.
19 I
18.
started.
Yeah, so 21 तक. फिर you started hip hop.
Then I went to States for a year. There I did hip hop.
Okay. और वहाँ का information आपको कैसे पता चला?
So one of my teachers, many of my teachers actually, so many people who were before me, who are much older right now, they went and I was like, okay, तो मैं भी जाती हूँ. तब like I had no sense of what I wanted. I just did whatever I saw. अच्छा ये अच्छा लग रहा है ये कर लेती हूँ. अच्छा वो दिख रहा है ये मेरा टीचर ये कर रहा है तो मुझे भी ये करना चाहिए. इतना ही सोच था मेरा.
So you went there for what degree or course?
Yeah, they have this ISVP, International Students Visa Program.
Okay.
That too, I don't know. Just because my teachers did it, I thought I should do it. And they have you can choose your specialty, and I chose street styles and hip hop as my specialty for the year. And also उधर भी ऐसा ही rule है, like you said, the training of वहाँ पे the first month you do whatever you want to do, you just explore to find what you want to excel in.
तो सब कुछ करने के लिए सब क्लासेस करने पड़ते हैं. बट यू हैड दैट एक्सपीरियंस कि इतना घंटे का प्रैक्टिस करने का आदत था आपको.
हाँ, और मुझे पता था कि मैं इतना साल मैंने जैज बैले कंटेम्परेरी किया, मुझे हिप हॉप करना है, इसलिए ही मैं गई थी.
तो 1 साल यू वर देयर ISVP and like was it worth it?
Of course it was. A lot of people, when I came back, a lot of people asked me क्या उखाड़ लिया जाके this.
अरे
But and a lot of people do that, and I understand, like, because not everybody gets to go there, not everybody is privileged enough to go there. And like if you want to do the commercial work here, and Bollywood over here, you don't really need to go there and train. But my goal wasn't that, so it helped me.
Okay.
Whatever I do, like the training, the information that I've gotten there still is helping me in my dance.
So you had like foundation teachers सारे.
Foundation, choreo teachers, everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I started with choreo classes, then choreo classes करके पता चला कि यार मैं तो अजीब ही दिख रही हूँ. Then I started doing foundation classes also.
अच्छा. And extra या फिर आपके course में सब कुछ included था?
सब included था. Extra classes also I used to take because I was a mad person. I still had that notion from Danceworks कि no pain, no gain. तुम्हें like the more you dance, the better you get. So I was मेरे पास like time constraint है, 1 ही साल हूँ, then I need to do everything possible. So I was with that mindset.
That's a good approach ना वैसे. Hustle culture is somewhere, it's nice. Plus you are young.
Yeah, I was young. I had a lot of energy.
Plus we Indians have that extra work वाला.
Proof करना है हम तो.
Nice. So you came at the age of 23 वापस 23 22.
हाँ 22.
Yeah, you came here. And what is the student culture is वहाँ पे जो यहाँ पे different दिख रहा था आपको?
Different in the sense I feel like it's still there. वहाँ पे भी बहुत अच्छे अच्छे टीचर्स हैं who are underrated, जिनके क्लास में 2-3 लोग आएंगे, but they're very good teachers and dancers and everything. वहाँ पे भी अपने famous teachers and everything also there, जिनके क्लास भरे हुए रहते हैं. Like same चीज़ है वहाँ पे भी. I don't think the world is any different anywhere. It's just the level of it was more, and people were more appreciative of each other. मतलब they won't hold back from appreciating you. They saw you in class, no matter what ethnicity, no matter what level, no matter where you come from. If you did well, they'll just open with an open heart, just compliment you.
Yeah.
जो यहाँ पे नहीं है. They're very encouraging. You should do that. यार तू बहुत अच्छा है इसमें, करना. जो यहाँ पे मुझे नहीं लगता है. वहाँ पे भी competition है, यहाँ पे भी competition है, of course. And the level of dancing, like initially it was very intimidating to be in a room of 40 dancers killing it.
Yeah.
यहाँ पे उतने सारे dancers, अच्छे dancers नहीं थे पहले. मतलब the scene was so new and everything. तो क्लास में वैसा vibe भी नहीं था. वहाँ पे like everybody is like a professional. So that was intimidating, and to match up to that was quite a task. And even if I did match up to that, when I come here again, your surrounding changes, your energy changes.
Yes.
So I do believe it's the environment, like there is more of a growth environment there than here.
So when आपको full time dancing ही करनी थी, like as a career you are pursuing it उस time पे, तो उस time पे did you only focus on your training, या फिर you were thinking कि okay ऐसे करते हैं, मुझे भी ऐसे करना है, what are the avenues, टीचर से जाके पूछना कि what else you do, how do you make your money, how do you survive, कुछ नहीं?
कुछ ऐसा दिमाग में ही नहीं था. I love dancing, I just wanted to do it. That's all.
Okay, because I think if I go, मैं देखूंगा, मैं सोचूंगा.
Of course, you are at a different age right now. The world is different right now. The opportunities are different right now. So obviously, तेरा सोच तो अलग ही होगा.
I really like your थोड़ा वो वाला जनरेशन. इवन माई सिस्टर ना, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि उसी टाइम पे जब हिप हॉप गाने आ रहे थे एंड यू आर इवॉल्विंग, वो आप चेंज देख रहे हो ना एज यू ग्रो, कॉलेज, MTV, VH1, ऑल दिस, तो वो द फेज वाज रियली नाइस. प्लस द क्लोथ्स वर कूलर बैक देन.
It's all recycling.
Yeah. प्लस डांसर्स अलग से दिख के आते थे.
मतलब I remember when I was back in Calcutta, तभी it was just my exposure to even hip hop was like watching Step Up 2 when I was in 8th grade. And तब तो मैं बहुत VH1 MTV देखती थी. And MTV में there used to some show used to happen जहाँ पे Uma Geti, they are still choreographers at this point. They were teaching some hip hop. They were teaching isolations on MTV. ऐसा कुछ छोटा सा break में whatever. And they were using a Timbaland song. अभी तो तुम वैसे गाने यूज ही नहीं कर सकते हो टीवी पे. Like it has become so regional, everything is so regional and everything. Back then it was so open, like Footloose हुआ करता था. They used to use like Enrique songs, Nelly songs, जब when वैसी जब डांस करते थे, दिल दोस्ती dance and all that. And I was so inspired by them. They could just do whatever, and they were building the scene at that time. Yeah.
मैंने भी देखा है सब. तो सेम मैं स्कूल से आके रोज स्टेप अप देख रहा था. स्टेप अप 3, देन आई गॉट टू नो स्टेप अप 2, स्टेप अप 2, फिर स्टेप अप 1, चैनिंग टेटम ना, चैनिंग टेटम को देख के एंड द ब्रेकिंग ही वाज डूइंग उसके बॉडी पे, सो कूल. इट्स लाइक दिस इज व्हाट, एंड देन वी ग्रो.
I used to dress up like the girl in Step Up 2, घर पे ही घूमती थी. बाहर कैसे जाऊँ वैसे.
Nice. Yes, one thing I want to really talk about is the student culture, as in what are the ethics you should follow in a class, in a room. क्योंकि मैं और मेरा एक दोस्त है, हम लोग काफी बात करते हैं, मधुकर ओनली, हम लोग बहुत बात करते हैं कि students, they are not giving space to other students to dance, या फिर शोकेस के टाइम पे सबको आगे नाचना है, टीचर को ओवर प्रेज करना समटाइम्स, या फिर टू मच लुकिंग इन द मिरर. बहुत सारी चीजें वेयर देर इज नो स्टूडेंट एथिक्स. लाइक आप स्टूडेंट हो, यू शुड बी रिस्पेक्टफुल टू अदर स्टूडेंट्स and to the room, to the teacher, to the organizer, everyone. You should follow some hygiene also. Maintain your distance, carry your water bottles, your shoes separately, है ना, वैसे वैसे. What are the advice you want to give कि if you are coming as a student, these are the things you should follow, and this is how you should behave in a class.
Nay, I feel like these things naturally came to me. मतलब it's so basic. तुम बाहर भी जाते हो, मुझे समझ में नहीं आता है, because I struggled with this when I started teaching. I was so annoyed by the students. मतलब तुम्हें समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, तुम्हें यहाँ पे कोई डांस कर रहा है, तुम हट जाओ या उसको हटने के लिए बोलो. ये क्यों सेंस नहीं है तुम्हें? This is basic common sense. That common sense is like, why are you standing ahead of the teacher? ये बेसिक सेंस मतलब ये तो स्कूल वूल में सिखाते हैं ना, हम सीखते हैं बचपन से while growing up. I don't understand why this common sense is lacking, first of all. But when I started teaching in be it in Nritya Shakti and big dance back then, I'm talking about pre-pandemic era. I realized that okay, this is the condition, I have to accept it and I have to build this, because clearly they don't know it.
Yeah.
And so मेरे हर क्लास के बाद मैं अपने स्टूडेंट्स को बोलती थी कि घर पे बोल के आना कि और 1 घंटा रुकना है, where we are just talking about these basic things, how you should stand in a class, how you should approach a class, how you should approach dancing, and just general values basically, जो डांस से अलग है, जो डांस से ज़्यादा है. So I feel like we did build that back then. Like all the teachers in Nritya Shakti, we used to do that and teach them, and then we did build a culture of like a next generation of people who are maintaining that class conduct and everything. But then somewhere it got lost, and only like right now only like a few people from there are holding on to that. And now only like now I am not in that position anymore. Now I have moved on in life. I want to do different things. मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है क्लास के सबको अभी कंडक्ट सिखाने में. मैंने जब मेरा टाइम था मैंने कर लिया. Now it's their job to pass it on.
But अगर आपको मतलब if the students are watching this and if you have to quickly say कि ये करो वो करो ये करो वो करो, what will be the things?
I feel like don't come to a class. What I always notice is I get very annoyed with this energy. Don't come to a class to prove anything. Why are you here in a class? To learn. So have like a learning mindset. That's all. Be like a sponge, come with a blank slate and learn. Nobody cares about what you have to prove. No. Class is not for that. For that, there are many other avenues. So keep the class like a classroom, like a learning space. And like, I think more than anything, like encourage each other, like create that space. क्योंकि तुम हर environment में growth नहीं कर सकते हो ना. Growth नहीं हो सकता है. तुम्हारे आजू बाजू के लोग, मतलब say if you are this new dancer who is coming, like who really likes dancing and finally has gathered the courage to like step into a class and do what they wanted to do, and suddenly there are like 10 people around them एकदम ऐसा attitude लेके मैं तो आज फाड़ूंगा मिरर में देख, मतलब you know what energy I'm talking about. That's not a nice environment.
Is the teacher's validation we are seeking ना, अगर क्लास में जा रहे हैं, क्योंकि द फर्स्ट कैंप है जैसे है ना, मैं कैंप में ही गया एंड व्हेन देयर वाज अ शोकेस टाइम सब लोग ऐसे आगे नाच रहे थे ना दौड़ के, इवन आई वाज दैट इडियट, एंड देन देयर इज नो स्पेस टू जस्ट डांस, एंड टीचर को नहीं है, 2 ही आंखें हैं तो वो किस किस को देखेगा. सो या
You know, good teachers can see everybody if you're standing properly in a class. Good teachers, they notice everybody in a class, like as an overall class, I feel. But I understand the need for validation, and it is again, it is a learning which is more than dance. It's a human learning.
Yeah.
People need to do. Like for me, it never happened for some reason. Like I never looked for validation from. My goal was so clear. मुझे ये बहुत पसंद है. मुझे सबसे अच्छा बनना है इसमें. That. So I never really, it bothered me if the teacher validated me or not. And I'm glad it was like that for me. When I was in a teacher's position, I saw all sorts of students who it did not matter, for students who just wanted my validation.
Yeah.
But I used to naturally ignore them. मुझे एकदम वो एनर्जी पसंद नहीं है, क्योंकि उस एनर्जी से तुम्हारा ग्रोथ कभी नहीं हो सकता है. दैट you can get all the instant validation or whatever that is. In the long run, it doesn't help you as a human being in life. That.
For training, do you think there are enough training grounds, say in Mumbai or in India? अगर मैं डांसर बनना चाहता हूँ, या फिर मेरा कोई यंगर ब्रदर डांसर बनना चाहता है, सिस्टर डांसर बनना चाहती है, डू यू थिंक देर आर इनफ ट्रेनिंग ग्राउंड्स कि मैं उनको बोलूँ कि यहाँ पे जाओ एंड यू विल गेट दैट ट्रेनिंग?
Enough तो पता नहीं, but there are teachers who are really underrated.
Like
Me.
yes.
Yeah. Like I know what I have to offer. I very well know what I have done for myself, what I have done for the people who have trained with me. I'm very aware of that. But yeah, I have not really sold out myself yet. So I'm not like, not many people know about what I do and whatever. Or they don't like my work or whatever. But
when did you start teaching?
I was teaching in Danceworks also. But like my thing, I started teaching after I came back from States, which is 2017 I started teaching.
And people were like interested in...
No, not in the beginning. I had to keep doing what I wanted to do. The dhire people started seeing and people started enjoying what I do. I think it made a difference to their lives, and then they stuck to me. They kept coming.
Nice. And when did you like have this attitude कि I am a good teacher now?
I have this attitude.
Attitude, I feel.
Like when did I realize I'm a
realization.
good teacher right now?
Sorry, not the attitude. I was saying.
I think like when I started seeing, like I really enjoy when I see the growth in my students कि आज क्लास के शुरू से क्लास के एंड तक उनका ग्रोथ ये था, वो देख के मुझे इतना अच्छा लगता था. And I did not think I was a good teacher. I just enjoyed like helping them. I just enjoyed seeing them grow. It really fires me up to see that. And then, yeah, that. And now when I look back at it, I think I did a great job.
So 2017 say you started teaching, mostly choreographies.
Yeah.
And then when did you start exploring the freestyle?
During lockdown.
Okay.
That is also because when I saw the whole underground scene, my introduction was to like Tanuj, Shubroto, Ronnie, all these people. I was like, oh, ये क्या है? मुझे तो पता ही नहीं था ये ऐसा होता है. And then I started going for battles, and I was so intrigued by it. I was telling Tanuj, यार मुझे करना है, मुझे battle में जाना है. Not because I want to pursue battle, but just to get over that fear of being in the circle. And I did. I went for like a couple of battles and everything. Then ऐसे ही चली गई थी कभी किए बिना. And then I realized, अच्छा, this is a whole different ball game. And I was very sick I felt very sick in 2019. And I injured my knee also. So because of my knee pain, I couldn't dance. That entire year I was on and off dancing. So I had to figure out, but my love for dancing was so much. I had to figure out different ways. How do I move without feeling pain? That's how I started freestyling.
Okay.
I had to find different ways to move around my injuries as I was taking care of my injuries. So that's how it started. And like, yeah, I really like both now, freestyle and choreography.
And it must have helped you in your choreography.
It helps each other. Even being like doing choreographies has helped me freestyle.
Mhm.
and freestyle now helps my choreographies, and I feel like it's a back and forth process that I go through now.
And what do you think about the scene, the freestyle scene and the choreography scene? Is it two different cultures?
They are two different cultures, but one evident thing that I've been noticing now, or that I see now, is the underground people are more together. They like clashes, tips तो हर जगह पे ही है, but they are more together when it comes to like important things, to have each other's back. The choreo scene is so spread. Nobody has each other's back at all. There's no unity in the choreo scene.
There used to be or never?
I think there used to be when it started, like when like people like Dheeraj, Sandeep, Ryan, they started the choreo scene back then. They did it together, and it was very hard for them to stick together, I think.
Souls of Fire. Stuff.
Souls on Fire से भी पहले क्या कुछ तो मुझे नाम याद नहीं आ रहा है. Even Souls on Fire came later, but even like the first urban dance camp, like Sandeep got it. Sandeep Ryan, I think, got it
Yeah.
here and everything.
वो लोग भी बाहर से सीख के आए थे ना,
हाँ.
संदीप. Yeah.
They at that time for a while they did have each other's back, and like they were building the scene. They did have a huge hand in building the choreo scene.
So what do you think कि क्या चीजें होनी चाहिए to build that again?
Get rid of our insecurities. I think what doesn't let people stay together is we become so insecure that, oh, this person is going ahead of me, that person is going ahead of me, that they can't have each other's back. I think the sense of competition doesn't let people be together. And I don't believe in competition generally, because arts is so subjective. I cannot be like you, you cannot be like me. It is as simple as that, no matter what level we are at. हाँ ठीक है, skill wise तुम compare कर सकते हो, but art wise no. No.
Your idea and my idea are totally different.
You're two different people, two different lives, two different experiences, so obviously the outcome will be two different things.
Yeah.
So how do I compare that? Exactly. So that if you can, like, you already know that the opportunities are limited. It's a newer scene. It's much better. Like there are much more opportunities right now than back then. But yeah, like I don't have it figured out how, but I try. Like even like it's been so hard for me to even find friends in the dance community that just who's not competing with me. Because if you're competing with me, I cannot be your friend.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That. So I don't know. Like it's more. I think it has to be more of an individual growth and learning to even have that collectively.
That is the personal growth, ठीक है. But what, like maybe more collaborations, more dance competitions where we come and meet each other more, या फिर more performances ground. Competition के बिना भी, if you are going to perform, and if somebody is selling a ticket, and I want to watch you, I want to watch Tanuj, I want to watch these guys to perform, और मैं बस जा रहा हूँ. Where is that? वो हो ही नहीं रहा. क्योंकि मैं जब आया मुंबई में, आई यूज्ड टू थिंक कि यहाँ पे तो मैं जाऊंगा और एक दिन भी घर पे नहीं रहूंगा, रोज कुछ ना कुछ हो रहा होगा. It's like this, I'm home doing nothing. Of course we were having this conversation एक बार, तब you were saying कि if there are no stages like that, you create yours.
पहले होता था, you know, we always used to like support each other so much and everything, but I don't know how, like I think it's like during the pandemic, like everything, the whole entire thing just shifted like this.
Phone, maybe social media.
And it was a time of crisis for the world. And during a time of crisis and survival, shit is going to go down. That's how the world works, and I think it'll become better now, slowly.
What do you have anything in mind? to organize something?
I wanted to organize like an R&B dance night, definitely, because that's something I love. So I am trying to create opportunities and places for myself and people who are the same, who like the same things, that which I have not gotten around to because पता नहीं क्या procrastinate कर रही हूँ मैं. Like Uproar is something that is my initiative. Like I started that when I realized my disadvantages as a woman in this world and the dance community. So the things I did not have, I wanted to create it for the girls who come after me.
Yeah.
That
How did you pick those, the members?
they were all my students. Dancing really doesn't matter to me because I feel like I can make you a great dancer, but I cannot change. This mindset is very different. Like if you don't have that supportive mindset, then you are going to bring that same toxic energy.
Yeah. So you started Uproar in
2021.
2021, all girls crew. Nice. I've seen you perform a lot of places with your students. Why didn't you go for a reality show with the?
Because I can't do what I want to do there. I know what exactly what I want to do, and there is no space for my work right now in India.
Because of the song choices?
Yeah, song choices bolo, style wise bhi bolo. They'll ask me to name it hip hop, but I can't name it hip hop. They'll again put me in a box, but I'm not in a box. It doesn't align with me as an artist. That's it. And I choose to be an artist. I'm okay with that.
Do you like any Indian artists who are making the songs you like to hear or want to dance?
Yeah, definitely. Hanuman Kind.
Okay.
I would really like to work with him. I think I understand his music. I resonate with his music. That again, he's a global artist. He's not just a regional artist. I work with Kisnuka. She makes electronic drum and bass music. I really like her music, and I've worked with her also. But they are also very niche art musicians like me. I'm also a niche dancer choreographer.
Nice. And do you have a vision with Uproar? Like,
Vision with Uproar. I don't know. I'm keeping it like I started with thinking that I want to make this like a crew, performing crew. But as I'm going, I'm also learning and understanding what is working, what is not working. I don't know. I might turn it into a production house because, like, it was also for me, apart from creating that environment for the girls, I also want to like change the portrayal of how female dancers are shown on screen. Those things. And then I think like I want to even present my choreography work also, and which is built around women, all the things that I feel in life and all the purpose I have in life, all that. I want to like create more work to showcase my work because they also train in what I do. It helps me to work with them. I want to do more choreographies right now in life. And I might turn that, like I do want to turn that into a production house where when I reach a position where I can hire different choreographers who have like something to say with their work, and I'll fund them. They make their choreographies and everything.
you said ki, you started Uproar because you know the difficulties you have faced. Do you want to talk about like how people treat या फिर they don't value as much या फिर कुछ तो whatever it is?
Yeah, definitely. Like it's not even a dance scene problem. It's the world. We know the world we live in. It's a man's world. As cliche as it sounds, it is what it is. And so of course that shows up in the dance scene also. Like how that day I was telling you, a simple thing like when I was in UDW, there was a panel discussion. There was like a Q&A session after the whole this thing got over. This is back in 2019, I think. And there were all teachers sitting here on stage as a line mein. like Ruel, Ravi, Das, Sagar, Sambo, Karthik, and Tushar, and all those people. I was the only girl there, sitting in a corner. कुछ तो 2 घंटे का Q&A सेशन था, वो माइक मेरे पास कभी नहीं आया. And I still remember that moment so well that yeah. I was just like, मुझे भी बोलना था, like माइक मेरे पास क्यों नहीं आया? That. And in so many ways where like there are companies, dance companies, who hire male dancers and they pay them more, and not the female dancers, they pay them less. There are dance companies like that. And even how back then, अभी तो job opportunities अभी थोड़ा तो mind बदला है, थोड़ा shift हुआ है, पूरा नहीं. But back then, as a female dancer, you would only get selected to do sexy shit. Or if it was like too sensual in your face, and if you wore like a certain kind of clothes, this, that. There was no this thing, space for fluidity in movement. Like, I don't see movement as a girl should move like this, a boy should move like this. For me, it's gender fluid. Movement is movement, however you feel it. So yeah, like very typically, either you have to dance like a guy to get hired, or you have to dance this super sexual way to get hired. Those things also. And I was in between always. Yeah.
Talking about that UDW panel, were the questions like was it a generic questions कि everyone can contribute, या फिर they were like specific asking to?
कोई specifically नहीं पूछता. It's a room full of 500, 600 people. They just had questions. It's a Q&A session, and all the teachers are there to answer your questions. That's it.
And definitely everyone has something to contribute. And do you think even the teachers, the people who are sitting on the panel, someone should have at least give a mic to you?
They could have. Both the parties have a place to play. I wasn't outwardly enough to take the mic because they were all my seniors, first of all. तो मैं क्या ही बोलूँ, कैसे ही लूँ? And that was the first time I was teaching at UDW. Secondly, I think they are also unaware that they did that. Because you don't understand as a man the privileges you have, the advantages you have, because you are just living in it. तुम थोड़ी ना मेरे बारे में सोचने जाओगे, और क्यों ही सोचेगे? It's fair enough. But yeah, it's just the unawareness of it.
You didn't talk about it to Dinit or someone?
No, I was just very young. Like, it started hitting me later that these things were happening and everything. I was too young to understand, or I did not know how to express it or whatever.
How is it now? If you go to a camp, या फिर?
Now I take space.
You have evolved.
I have evolved, so I don't wait for anybody to give me the mic. I take it and I speak whatever I have to speak. But still, like the last panel discussion I had in Tanishqi's intensive, there was me, Sambu, and Mukesh. It was sweet of them that they let me answer first every time. Sweet guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
Talking about money aspect a little bit. What was the point where you started taking money seriously? Ki now I have to create the opportunities financially.
I think when I came back, there are 2 phases of it that I've been through. When I came back from the States, because my father had put so much money for me to go travel there and learn things. And then, उस time I was just 22 or something, 21, 22. And I was like, हाँ, मतलब जो mindset होता है, तुम अभी बड़े हो गए हो, तुम्हें अपना पैसा कमाना है. I won't take any money. So out of that ego only, I started doing all the jobs possible and everything, just because the idea for me was to earn money at that time. So I was doing everything. अच्छा, ये डांस जॉब मिल गया, ये शो मिल गया, ये शूट मिल गया, मेरे क्लासेस से पैसा आ गया, and I was hustling like a mad person. Just because I needed to be financially independent. But वो hustle करते करते मैं जो बीमार पड़ी, because the lifestyle was just bad. You're constantly on the road eating Maggie, vada pav all the time and everything. And after a point, my body gave up. And when I fell sick और जब hospital का bill आया हाथ में,
Oh shit, हाँ.
तब मुझे reality पता चला कि हाँ, I am earning this much and I'm financially independent, but there is more to life, which is way more expensive than just paying your own bills. And that hit me like, oh my god, I cannot, like, when these crisis situations happen, like after a few years, then my mom and sister got diagnosed with cancer, then again when the bill came, I was like, holy shit, like this much money is not enough for me, क्योंकि life में कुछ भी हो सकता है. Life is so unpredictable. I need to financially secure myself way beyond what I was earning as an individual. So that's when I started taking steps back from what I was doing, how I need to live my life, what my lifestyle should be, and what avenues, started thinking of different avenues to earn money from that. It was the adversities of life that made me take money seriously.
So what do you do now to secure yourself in that way?
I say definitely I don't just want to dance, that I understood. I feel like there is money, you can be independent, but it's very limited money, according to my experience, without me going commercial yet. But so I started crocheting. Like I said, I started this because I had like major anxiety issues, but then people around me started liking it and I wanted to buy stuff from me, so I made it like a small business, which also like takes like a lot of time for me. And I'm still thinking, how do I expand this business? Maybe I like hire other people to do this with me, and it was slowly I have these future plans, earning gigs like from modeling gigs and just different avenues. थोड़ा ad wad में थोड़ा ऐसा auditions कर लिए, this that छोटा. I'm still trying to figure out, just not, I really believe in not putting all my eggs in one basket, because also when I felt sick I couldn't dance. तब मैं क्या करती? I can get injured anytime or anything could happen. I won't be able to dance. Then what is the point of having just one thing? I need to secure my life in different ways so that I don't depend on just one thing. I'm still figuring it out.
You want to promote your brand? By the way, this skirt she has made on her own. It's beautiful.
Thank you. So I have this small business, small crochet business where I make like crochet things, goodies, clothes and everything. It's called Little Things by T. You can go check out my page. Pranit will put like an Instagram, my Instagram tagline, and you can go check it out. And you can place orders if you like the stuff. It's all handmade. It requires like a lot of time. So don't be cheap about the money.
It takes a lot of time.
A lot of time.
ये आपको कितना टाइम लगा बनाने में?
A week?
अच्छा.
Yeah.
रोज.
हाँ. कंटिन्यूअसली नहीं किया, मतलब दिन में 2-3-4 घंटा तो कर ही लेती थी. A week of that.
Exhausting होगा.
No, I enjoy doing it. I definitely enjoy doing it, but it takes a lot of time. Like I enjoyed it because it's for me. अभी तेरे लिए बनाना होगा तो मुझे पैसे चाहिए होंगे ना, for the time I'm giving that.
Nice. What other hobbies you have? आप क्या free time में क्या करते हो?
Free time is when I do this. I crochet. If I have orders, so I have to do it. But if I don't have orders, I do it for myself also. Free time mein I practice for myself when I don't have any job. I love freestyling at home and all that. I keep creating random things. So it's the job is really the things I do in my free time also. I paint. I really like drawing, and there's like a drawing and dance is very similar to me. I use like a lot of painting and visuals in my dance and choreography also. Then I meet my friends, I chill. I learn. go for music classes also.
हाँ
Yeah,
क्या?
I learn music, like vocals,
Okay.
Indian classical.
अरे nice
Yeah.
nice.
Because I really love music. I love music more than I love dance.
या वो मैंने देखा डांसर्स कुछ, जैसे मैं ज़्यादा म्यूजिक नहीं सुनता, बट कुछ लोगों को देखा है मैंने, एक्सट्रीमली लव म्यूजिक, दे कांट स्टार्ट देयर डे विदाउट, है ना?
Music has saved my life.
हाउ?
Well, as a kid, like all the things that I have gone through, matlab, it's not like we come from a generation where parents are not really like, understanding or supportive of how a kid is growing up and everything. So, and my like family wasn't very like talk to me. Tell me what is going on in your life. Oh, what is happening? And they used to beat the shit out of me. तो मार मार खा के दरवाजा बंद करके गाना चला के रो रही हूँ. That's how it has saved me.
Okay. Are you a foodie?
I used to be a foodie
हाँ.
before I fell sick.
Okay.
Then I have to now control everything. Now my body is suddenly changing. Like मैं पहले इतना खाती थी कि खाने के बाद I'm puking, then I'll eat more.
Okay.
It was bad.
हाँ.
Now like my body only understands कि ये अच्छा नहीं है, मत खा, वो ठीक है, ज़्यादा मत खा, ज़्यादा खा रही है, तो naturally वो change हो गया है.
And you don't cook?
If not required, if required, I cook this.
And फिर what do you eat वैसे? Normal food? Okay, okay. Do you like measure your food ऐसे?
I do, like since the time I started taking care of my body, just what to eat before working out, what to eat after working out, what to eat on the days I'm not dancing or working out. All that I do keep a check on.
Okay. And do you want to tell people, like, is there anything you have found specially? Maybe it's a stretching, or maybe some breathing exercise, whatever it is, to heal your body. Maybe it's a skincare, maybe it's a cold shower, whatever it is. Do you have anything, a routine?
Working out has become such an important part of my life. When I was younger, I did not understand the importance of it. और मतलब तभी क्लास में जो भी टेक्निक कंडीशनिंग होता था, I used to hate that part and I used to only like doing the routine. And now it has changed because of all the injuries and everything I've been through. And as you grow older, it is so necessary, even if you're not a dancer. It is so important that you work out and take care of your body and keep your muscles intact, because your body just starts rusting after a certain age. And you won't be able to stand or walk. ऐसे खाली फुकट का पेन क्यों सहना है? If you want to live a longer life, exercise. That A. And it also makes your mood better. It has increased my capability of doing things physically, mentally, both. And self-care wise, luxurious self-care wise, I like to go for massages. That, like, my body is generally stiff, so I need that time to time.
Nice, nice. Do you want to recommend dancers who are like improving holistically, as in, for example, like you said, you used to paint, that has helped you in your choreography. So do you see other artists who are just not dancing, but उनके art में you see other things, like you look up to, या फिर you admire them, ऐसे कुछ?
Soumya does like a whole Soumya Kotia. I think her approach towards dance and movement is very holistic. Like, I know she does capoeira, she like studies movement, explores movement as movement and not dance. And she also learns music and instruments here and there. I think she takes a very holistic approach towards art in general.
Congratulations, Soumya, for the wedding.
I missed it. Yes.
हाँ.
Soumya is somebody I would recommend. Other than that, holistic, no?
बाहर के भी dancers?
Sasha. It's Sasha I met because we recently, and I've kept in touch with her because literally we do the same things. I went for a class and she started class exactly how I want to do class. She also crochets, and it's like a soul connection. Like our mentalities are so similar, even though she's like 9 years younger to me.
Oh,
Yes, and at such a young age, she has a wider mindset, which I did not have at that age, definitely. She also like explores all different types of art forms and life and so many things in general, which adds on to her dance and what she creates.
nice. So Sasha and Soumya,
Yeah.
you feel both are female.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, female have more holistic approach. You
Yeah,
feel.
of course.
How do you see, like, how do you see choreographies now? Like, if somebody's dancing, if you are dancing, and if this is a picture of a choreography, how do you look at it?
Very visual and maths.
Okay.
Oh, like, sorry, I'm talking about my approach towards choreography. Are you asking what do I see when I see other people's choreography or choreography?
Choreography in general, as a
in
dance,
general?
a structure.
A structure.
Yeah.
It is a structure. Now, how you want to structure it, it's so individual that way. How I structure it is very mathematical and visual. I see paintings, I see shapes, and maths in the sense of what rhythm I pick and choose throughout.
Do you take a lot of time to make? Yeah, आप जल्दी बना लेते हैं.
Some dates it depends. Sometimes I have choreographed like I say half an hour में एक निकल गया. Sometimes I have taken many hours or days. And now my new problem after I've started freestyling is I am making 2-3 chunks of choreography, different choreographies on the same song, and then I can't decide which one is
Oh.
better because I feel like I have too many options.
Mm-hmm.
किसी जगह पे ये ऐसा अच्छा लग रहा है, किसी जगह पे इसका वो लिरिक्स पे जो किया वो अच्छा लग रहा है, किसी जगह पे ये फ्लो अच्छा लग रहा है, and then I try to mix match it, or sometimes I pick one कि I just need to go with it and see. It is very different on different days, on different music.
So the upcoming choreographers, what are the tips? What are the techniques you want to share? कि look out for this, look out for this. ऐसे ऐसे कुछ है?
For upcoming choreographers, because this is a question I get a lot from my students, I think you shouldn't think, just start first. Just start choreographing. And I am a very feeling based person. मैं जब कोई कोरियोग्राफी बनाती हूँ मुझे लगता है भाई मैंने क्या बनाया, ये फीलिंग आना चाहिए. एंड यू शुड स्टिक टू दैट फीलिंग. आई फील तुम्हें मजा आना चाहिए. फिर बाकी लोगों को मजा आए ना आए वो अलग बात है. दैट इज अ प्रोसेस यू विल गो थ्रू एंड यू विल फाइंड पीपल हु रेजोनेट विद द सेम फीलिंग, बिकॉज एट द एंड वी आर ऑल ह्यूमंस. कोई ना कोई फीलिंग तो रेजोनेट होएगा ही किसी के साथ. एंड देन यू नो यू आर क्रिएटिंग फ्रॉम अ हार्ट स्पेस. Like that's something I always think about. Like when I don't like the choreography, I don't like it. I know I'm not liking it, so I'm reworking it. When I set it ki this is the choreography is when I've really liked it, that I'm enjoying doing this. That I feel.
And जब आप regular सिखाते थे, तो do you think कि each choreography is giving you that? या फिर?
Yeah. Until I feel that, I don't teach it. It's not a choreography for me. Every choreography.
क्योंकि weekly choreographies बनानी पड़ रही है आप.
बहुत tough था. To constantly create choreographies. After a point मतलब autopilot हो गया था, but after a point saturated भी हो गया था कि I was seeing, even though the feeling was there, I would go back and look back at how similar it is looking and everything. So those changes were technically, when you reflect back, अच्छा ठीक है, maybe I could use something newer, maybe I could explore this concept a little bit more and this that. It's a first do then reflect back.
Okay.
That then you know what changes you want to make, blah blah. But बिना करे तुम पहले से सोच नहीं सकते हो.
करो फिर देखो फिर examine करो.
It's a back and forth always.
Yeah. Do you want to recommend a few choreographers? Like you like their choreographies?
Leo Mukesh. I think their choreographies are great.
दोस्तों को पिन करते.
I mean that's why we are
Yeah.
close, because we do understand each other's work. Choreography wise, और कौन अभी अभी
बाहर के भी?
बाहर के भी साशा इज अ ग्रेट कोरियोग्राफर. बाहर के सारे डांसर्स तो सभी जानते हैं जिनको बोल दे ग्रेट, लाइक देयर आर मेनी ग्रेट कोरियोग्राफर्स. आई थिंक महिमा. Oh, Madhu. Oh, yeah. Like the younger generation of people, I think Mahima and Madhu, they are doing a great job making choreographies. Even Sarth. Yeah. They have a very nice mindset with choreography. Like, I also believe not just because you're a good dancer doesn't make you a good choreographer. And also just because you're a good choreographer doesn't make you a good dancer. They are very two different skills. I think these three guys, I'm really enjoying watching their work, like what take they have and what they are evolving into.
Yeah, two guys and a girl. Leo Mukesh, Trishita जैसे.
Okay. Okay, didn't see that, but yeah.
मैंने अभी realize किया. Nice. You people should go and check them out. Mahima, Madhukar, and Sarth. Any music artist you are listening to recently? You want people to?
I listen to a lot of music, different.
People don't want to share their music वैसे.
I do feel a little possessive about it. But I don't hold it back. मतलब मुझे सब आके पूछते हैं अपना प्लेलिस्ट शेयर करो, मैं कर देती हूँ. लोग मेरे क्लास में शेज़ाम ऑन करके रखते हैं. It's okay, I can't really control that. Because, and I understand that feeling also, because for at least for me, and I know many other people also, it's a very intimate relationship with music. It's just not कि हाँ music मैं enjoy कर रही हूँ. It's so much that we go through internally is when we resonate with those music. It's a very personal experience that, and I feel like sharing music is a very intimate act for me. That I don't know, what am I listening to? I am listening to a lot of dark electronic.
Okay.
Thuk. THOOK. Thuk.
Okay.
Nobody knows him, of course. He's very underrated. I really have been enjoying his music lately. It's instrumental and dark. That.
बाहर का artist?
पता नहीं कहाँ का है. It sounds like Middle Eastern. Like he uses a lot of Middle Eastern sounds in his music. Definitely not from India. In India, I really like. He's also an artist from Bengal. Rito Probhore.
Okay.
He used to be the lead guitarist of this very famous Bengali rock band called Cactus, like an OG rock band in Bengal. Now he's in Bombay, like doing music and everything. He barely in 5 years he'll drop one music वैसा. I really love his music. Yeah.
पहले ये होता था बहुत bands का culture ना. When I was in college, तब first time I saw Local Train. And
Oh wow.
yeah. तब I got to know
I heard
about
that name after a long time.
Yellow Diaries and Bayan और बहुत सारे bands.
Strings. I used to love their music.
Nice. Any advice to dancers as to self-train and to go in classes?
Just same thing, however, what we started the podcast with, I think. Don't box yourself yet. Just be open to learning different things and everything. Especially if you're a young dancer. Just experience life and just see where it takes you. Don't box yourself at all. You will surprise yourself what you can become.
Nice. Your underrated choreo?
All of them.
All of them.
Yes. I really like my choreographies. All my choreographies I really like.
Nice. Where can people see your choreographies?
My Instagram, like mostly you can see all my class videos or freestyle choreographies, class choreographies on Instagram. On my YouTube channel, you can see my uproar choreographies, which is more like a music video types and everything.
Nice. Do you think this, I won't call it a narcissism, but just liking your own work. There are people who are like, I'm the best in the world. Do you think it is required?
I am the best in the world is narcissism. I don't think I'm a best in the world, but I love what I do. I think it is great. मतलब वो तुम्हें अपना काम पसंद नहीं आ रहा है तो लोगों को कैसे पसंद आएगा? तुम क्यों ही कर रहे हो तुम्हें पसंद नहीं आ रहा है तो? I don't think it's narcissism. I think it's confidence in what you have to offer.
बट बहुत लोग हैं जो अच्छा कर रहे हैं, इट जस्ट सेल्फ डाउट बहुत ज्यादा है.
Of course, मेरे में भी है. या अभी मैं इतना confidently, it's taken me so many years to build this confidence to be like यार मैं करती हूँ. अच्छा मेरे पास बहुत कुछ है देने के लिए. But पहले नहीं था ये. It has taken me time. Yeah. You have to like sort of work towards it and find the balance. वो काम करते करते लोग over confidence में भी चले जाते हैं. It's a learning process, I feel.
Nice. Any future goals you have?
Future goals.
Work related, travel related.
To make lots of money. पैसों के बिना कुछ नहीं है लाइफ में. Is something that is hitting me every day. Even if you want to have a good time, you need money to have a good time. Future goals is with my crochet thing. I really like want to expand this in the future and make it a full-fledged business.
A brand.
Full-fledged business and like it's already a brand. I need to just I don't promote it because it's just me doing the work. और अगर मैं ये full time करने बैठी तो मैं डांस नहीं कर पाऊंगी. मुझे सब कुछ करना है. So maybe like to get to a point where I research about it and like hire like like people I can provide opportunities to.
Yeah.
You know, I would like to do that in the future.
That's yeah. When you become an entrepreneur, you start a business, now you actually create jobs.
Yeah.
You provide. So that's a really nice thing. One last question. What do you think the scene has done for you, and what do you think what you have done for the scene?
बोलो क्या nothing. Scene has done nothing for me. Let me think actually clearly. Scene नहीं बोल सकती. Like I was thinking like when I said it only कि the scene has done nothing for me, but when I look back, there are people who have given me opportunities which has helped me in life, and I would like to name some of them who are other dancers and choreographers who has given me job when I was younger, when I was starting. Chandni Srivastav. Do you know her? She's like
Yeah.
old
I know
dancer.
Chandni.
Svetana Kanwar. Svetana is one of my teachers from back then, jazz teachers. Mrigakshi Jaiswal. And they are all funnily women who have given me job opportunities. So these three people have given me job opportunities from the dance scene. Otherwise, I have directly gotten from the production or the artist side of it, not the dance scene. So I can't really say that the scene has done much for me. I have done a lot for the scene. I have provided opportunities to a lot of dancers. I have trained a lot of dancers who are really doing great in their lives right now. Yeah, that's how as a teacher, I've contributed a lot. And as a friend, I have helped out a lot of dancers.
That's nice. It was a very sweet and good small conversation we had. I think we have covered a lot of topics. It will help a lot of people. I hope you had fun.
Yes.
Do you have any questions for me?
How consistent are you going to get with podcast with Pranit?
I wanna, I think, upload 2 episodes per month. So yeah, 2 weeks a podcast, 2 weeks a podcast. ऐसे. So let's say 12 episode this year. Good. Last year I uploaded 5 episodes. So it's more than twice this year.
I'll keep you accountable. I'll ask every month, where is your new episode? I really think you should do it and stay consistent with it, and it'll really go all the way.
How do you feel talking about your life?
I feel great. I feel very exposed.
Yeah.
Because I don't usually get chances to do this. But I'm glad, I'm very happy to be here and to show myself to the world.
Yeah.
And I'm Very glad you asked me for this. Please like, share, and subscribe podcast with Pranit. He'll be dropping one episode every month of 2025. I promise. 2 episodes every month. So 24.
Yeah.
Wow.
No. Oh, so sorry. 24. Arey.
24 episodes this year. You make sure he drops 24 episodes this year. And also, he's a dancer. He's a great dancer. He teaches his classes. You can go check it out. And yeah.
Thank you so much, Trishita, for coming. It was my pleasure to have you here. And you are the first female guest we have here. Many more to go. Yes. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
More
See you.
female guests to come.
Yes, definitely. And please comment में लिखिए आप who do you want to see next? What questions you want to ask? Definitely. This time मैंने किया नहीं. Please follow my Instagram. वहाँ पे I'll put out a question poll where you can ask your questions. I'll reveal the next guest there. You can ask your questions. You tell me in the comment section how did you like the episode. What are the questions I did ask that you like? What are the questions you don't think I did a great job? You can always, the constructive criticism works. Just let me know. Share this episode, and please follow Trishita. Follow her work. She's great. And see you in the next one. Bye bye.